What up, my freaks? RuinusInsight here with part 10 of my Total War Warhammer 3 modded Aranessa Saltspite campaign. So as we saw last time, Thoric Ironbrow met a dismal end as Aranessa Saltspite's army obliterated the two dwarfen stacks at Carrick Grom. And this means that we got the defeat trait that we've been wanting on Aranessa, which is old Grumpslayer, and in several campaigns I've in fact tried to farm this particular defeat trait, as I do like it quite a bit. And we'll be moving north to destroy the dwarfs for these dwarfs for good over the next couple of turns, where Aranessa will move north, Harry Halfmast will move south, as all of these ports are lined up and ready for the taking, as the World Walkers have declared war on us. And nice for us, not so nice for them, as I'm sure they will soon learn. The Wulfric himself will be a bit of a toughie, and I'll be interested to see how we fare against him once Harry Halfmast encounters him. And before we get started as to what we're once again going to do, which is destroy the dwarfs, etc., once again we have reached the likes and comments threshold, and thus this episode will once again be an hour long. And I keep saying once again a lot, but there it is. The offer stands: 300 likes and 50 comments, and the next episode will follow the same hour-long pattern. So, drop those likes and comments below if you're interested, and let's attack. Manann Vol, you're the only one who has not moved over the last turn, and you will besiege the Citadel of Myrmidia. Oh, look at that. Black Buckthorn is here. I think they might actually be willing to fight us on the field, and if so, then we should take the opportunity to fight them. And we get a little bit damaged, we could raise something. There is another deck droppers with handguns available, and I'd like to make this army a little bit more specific in its theme. It's a little bit eclectic right now, though that's not necessarily a bad thing, as it does offer us quite a bit of tactical flexibility. Maddie, stay there. Let's level you up just in case, though. You are missing... Let's see what we want to get you. Ooh, let's buff up Reanimated Marksman to the max, as you'll be getting a lot of value out of it. You, Henrietta Booty Catcher. Let's get you another point in either Tide Call or Replenish. You know, it's time, I think, to start moving through Replenish troops. This army needs to be able to replenish as much as possible. And hey, Lucky Spyglass finally ready. And while I'd love to get Scupperum and ammo stacks, let's start with Cackle Fruit, and just so that we have the ability to do a little bit more magic missile damage. Fantastic. I don't believe you two need items, and Henrietta's items are all quite nice as well. Just double checking, we don't have another Talisman of Endurance, do we? Ah, yes we do. So let's replace the Talisman of Protection with the Endurance Talisman, and I think the Ogre Blade with the Sword of Anti-Heroes. A good reason to do this is because it actually gives magical attacks to the range, the pistol, as well as the sword, so doubling up on that should work out quite well for us. We also got to give these Obsidian Lodestones and Amulets to our other heroes, but the rest is fine, as in the caster heroes, so yeah, to the Vampire Fleet Captains. Obsidian Amulet for you, and while we're here, Aranessa Saltspite, well, let's get Jesse an Obsidian Amulet. Who did I give that, just see here what we have. Jellyfish in a jar, yada yada, healing potion. Oh, right, the other brass cleaver, it went to Harry Halfmast. Alright, you know what, that's fine. That is fine, we'll keep it as it is. We'll also level Aranessa when we keep attacking. Also, PT, Elsum. PT, the... What is it? 1 second, I'll find it. PD, the Tale Teller, there we go. He will be Aranessa's personal scribe and will tell the story of Aranessa, witnessing all her conquests. Lovely. Okay, and I believe that's all we gotta do this turn, so we can skip away and proceed to next. I do also want to do one quick thing, though. The Riddles of Ranald. So, you, Miserly Horde, are out here. Okay, now you're actually fine. You are another Miserly Horde, and I think we'll actually get rid of you and hopefully replace you with a Great Horde. You are another Miserly Horde, and we'll replace you as well. And hopefully we'll find a Great Horde, and we'll keep the Great Hordes and send heroes to find them. And I think the Riddle of Ursun is a Great Horde one, yes? Yes, it is. Oh, that's not that far either. Lovely. And we'll be able to hunt that one down soon. Alright, I am reasonably happy with that. Let's end the turn. No, I lied. Let's also summon a Lord to transfer the units from Recruiter Sea Legs. I believe I wanted a Lore of Vampires. Firestarter versus, what do we have here? Ooh, Murderer. Melee attack +5, enemy leadership -2. Yeah, let's go with Murderer. Lana the Stasher. Alright, and you'll take the bonus troops from Recruiter's Sea Legs, and then hopefully your loyalty won't drop too low. Alright, now we can end the turn. We need to send Recruiter's Sea Legs down to Sartosa. I'm hoping to recruit a bunch of Mourngulls and Syrenes with them, and then send them north to help with Norska, or possibly send them south to help with the High Elves of Teclis, and possibly even attack Wurzag. Settlement Garrison. We could actually auto-resolve this if we wanted to, though I guess the question is, do we want to? We'll probably get sufficiently damaged that it won't be so great for us. And it would be nice to be able to move next turn. On the other hand, we know that we can win this. You know what? It might be a fun fight. The thing is, there's a lot of ranged units here. Might be worth our time. Let's fight this. Let's fight this cinematically, I think. Alrighty, and more work for Maddie, and ooh, this map looks fantastic, damn. Looks really cinematic here, all those vultures flying overhead, though they're a little bit wonky. I think I just saw the loop of their animation there, or it skipped for a second, but all those, I don't know what those rock formations are called. Somebody who knows things about things, let me know. Educate me, please. I clearly need it. Anyway, battle's going to begin with us trying to annoy the enemy as best we can with our mortar fire, especially considering the enemy mortar and our mortar are both out of range. We're also going to move onto the flanks with both of our units of flyers, which Maddie has been using to great effect since her army's inception. 2 of the units of handgunners knocking out a unit of halberdiers fairly quickly, and over on this side our bomber deck droppers moving into position to start work on the enemy hunters and the enemy. Those are Elven units, these are Lothern Seaguard, yes. Well, they're Lothern Seaguard for now, soon they will be exploded bits. And pieces of armor. Rent pieces of armor, I should say. Anyway, getting a few more volleys of those bombs, and hey, if the enemy wants to blob up some infantry around the range units, more work for our bombs, or more effective work for our bombs. And very, very nice. Mortar fire continues, and it looks like the enemy lord has foolishly peeled away from his army, wherein our handgunners can begin firing on him. Not where you want to be, friendo. There's the guns firing from our handgunners, and the Spirit Leech coming in from the Master of the Black Arts, our gunnery white, and bringing down the enemy lord to below 1,000 HP and a couple more hits, and we'll see him off. Didn't even really need to send Maddie in to deal with him, as he goes down long before his army arrives. Over in the background, and for once, rather than deploying our Syrenes as our melee anchors, I decided to use them in their stock formation to get around the enemy army and destroy the mortars, and then start annoying the enemy range units right after. The reason for this was I figured we'd get more mileage out of the deck droppers if they were to annoy the bigger blobs of enemies, rather than focusing their time on the enemy mortars. Anyway, continuing to work, our monstrous infantry move in, both the summoned and the animated hulks, the summoned of course being the denizens of the deep, stopping the enemy army relatively in its tracks and allowing our gunnery mobs to continue doing their work. Alright, Drunken Mob is firing at an enemy captain here. who, just as foolish as his Imperial his Imperial General counterpart, took way too many bullets from the handgunners before he was able to join the fray. Now we're firing into the backs of swords, great and regular alike, as they attempt to engage our summoned denizens of the deep, and the enemy army is having a pretty bad day, by the looks of it. Handgunners are proving their superiority over in the back line. The enemy range units have been destroyed by our bombers, not without damage, mind you, but pretty much without model losses, so we're still relatively okay. Sirens have caught some more Lothern Seaguard. Handgunners are firing at the enemy units of crossbows to try to help out our flying handgunners, and just like that, the battle is ours. Alright, definitely a cool looking fight with all this badlands terrain around us, but a lot shorter than I would perhaps have expected. But nonetheless, don't make it a bad fight. It just meant that we had the better position, and then I really enjoy watching the handgunners fire into any enemy units, and the gunnery mobs with pistols as well. Though those guys are done, as in they've run out of time. Anyway, we got units to chase, but as usual off screen. Alright, not bad at all. 13 units lost, and once again the enemy fails to achieve all that much, and once again we get lots and lots of value out of our deck droppers. The handguns and the bombers alike are reaching, well, the bombers going over 20k, and the handguns hovering around 10 and matching the regular handguns. Very nice. We get, sadly, very little money as a reward for this, but what can you do? Our constant casualty or punishment rate will keep us healed up, though on the other hand, well, we're just gonna resolve this anyway. Just ransom. Get a little bit of extra cash. Thorek is suing for peace, but a little bit late. You shouldn't have declared war on us, buddy. Decline. It's your problem now. Oh, it'd really be nice to attack Black Buckthorn here as well, though I'm sure he'll move away over the next turn, and plus we still have to take the Citadel of Myrmidia after all. Alright, and Audacious for Maddie, very much so. Maddie the Mad. Oh, add the Mad to her. Sartosan Shipwright. No, on somebody else. And Boise ooh, construction cost minus 10% for all buildings. Hello. That is actually very useful. Wait. Whoa. Wait, what did we do to get that? Wait, Great Hoard of Treasure. Okay, we'll keep you wherever you are because it's a great hoard, although I would like to see where it was. Kind of in the middle of everything, eh? Yeah, that one's actually a little bit annoying, but oh well. Unless, wait, that wasn't this one, was it? We have a Riddle of Ursun and then 3 Riddles of Aranel. This is the new one. And yeah, okay, it's in the middle here. Down the River Reich somewhere. Okay, that's fine. A little bit. Oh, hello. We got a little army moving here. Yeah, but we probably shouldn't declare war. Oh, actually, this reminds me. Break defensive agreement with Clan Scryer, and we will... I was gonna say we'll trade you Salsona. Oh, because they are no longer at war with anybody, they're willing to fight Scryer. Interesting. Would they be willing to break trade agreement with Worldwalkers? I guess it doesn't really matter. Just do those. Propose. Good. Now we're free to attack them if we desire to do so. With Scryer, and then maybe even trade these territories to Scryer, but Scryer won't be mad at us for doing all this. Anyway, Harry, I would like you to go into... Can you go into raiding stance here? Guess we're about to find out. We can't hit the Norscan territories immediately, but that's okay. Right there, and you can indeed raid. Beautiful. You won't be able to heal as much, but that's fine. One of your mortars will go, I think we'll keep the carronades in this army, just because, and we'll go maybe 2 carronades and then 2 Sartosan carronades. And still, will finally join this army and help it heal up and then apply the vampiric healing. Very nice. Ooh, yeah, there we go. Now these guys are healing to full. Really needed that replenished troops. Invocation of the Heck, Curse of Undeath, and Drown Dead. Those 3 spells alone make one of these heroes worth adding. And Drowned and Bound to buff up our animated Hulks further, as this is the Hulk army. Alrighty, 843, not a crazy amount, but still nice in terms of the rating. Then, Nessie. Parlay stance into Carrick Buffter, please. Let's start with you. And auto-resolve. And tempting, but occupied for now. Scepter of Stability, short victory achieved. Ah. Well, that's nice. What does this give us? Casualty or punishment rate plus 10 on armies, faction might in owned territory, and hero capacity for all heroes. Very, very nice. Very nice indeed. I've never seen this little art thing. I wonder if there's a full screen version of it. But anyway, as a wallpaper. What do we have for heroes? Well, you know what? We'll have to summon a vampire fleet captain to go dig stuff up, and we only get a +1. I do like the extra Morngul Haunter. I'm not entirely sure which army to put one in, and another Gunnery Rite is nice as well. Oh, actually, the Morngul Haunter will go into this new army. Okay, let's see if we can figure this out. First of all, a Lucchini. You're getting ready to upgrade to tier 5. We'll need to reduce the cost of that via the ancillary that we got. And oh, what I wanted to check was, what did we do to acquire said ancillary? Equipment gained, here we go. Won a battle against a human army to get the boy Seaman. Alright, I kind of find it weird that we've been getting battles against human armies for a long time, and that's the first time. I think perhaps in the game's code, the Southern Realms don't count as human. They count as their own separate thing, maybe? That could be why. Anyway, Parlay stance for you. Citadel Myrmidia, auto-resolve. And of course that did way more damage in the actual battle. We will sack it because we will trade it. Hey, more sacking buffs. Very nice for you, Maddie. And then going to regular stance and occupied. Don't raise it. That'll allow us to heal to full. We'll sail out of here. If we can reach Black Buckthorn, we'll go for him. If not, we'll land at Matorka, occupy it, trade it to the Disciples of the Maw, and hopefully acquire a defensive alliance with them. And that would be nice. And then we start taking this this territory down. There are 4 ports here. This would possibly be our best province in terms of pure money making. A little bit of a shame that we allowed these guys to live, but well, maybe. If they're not bugged, we will use them. If they are bugged, we will betray them later on at some point. Recruiter Sea Legs. Transfer everything except the Sirens and the Morngul here. Sirens and the Morngul will go with you over here. And we need you to get to where? To Lucchini? Which is all the way down here somewhere. Alright, alright. We don't have the money for this anyway. Oh, it's actually not Lucchini, it is... Wait, what's ready for an upgrade? Something was ready for an upgrade, I swear. Oh, it is Lucchini. I lied. And we can't afford it, but I'd love to reduce the cost a little bit first. Are we able to raise anything here? I think we are via Datsa, so we'll keep an eye on that. A lot of the stasher, I'd like you to go into Parlay, which doesn't enable you to reach. Alright, head to Xerixil the old-fashioned way. And occupy it. And auto-resolve, that will lose us the 2 bombers. That's fine. It's annoying, but it's fine. This army is going to take all the troops from Aranessa's anyway, and that's like more than 10 extra troops, as in, another great hoard of treasure, nice. I should have checked where that went. Where are you? You are... Huh? Wait, is that the same one, or are there 2 down the river right now? What the heck? Let me just check here. 1 up here. I think it just repeated the same one over and over again. Alright, well, this one is actually somewhat reachable by Nessie. Not herself, but rather will summon a vampire fleet captain. Let's see, Dread Incarnate, tough. Not bad. Aggressive and devious. Hero action, cost reduction. Yo. Charlotte Wakefield.
Captain, on deck.
Away you go. And maybe actually don't cross through the Wood Elf territory, because I don't want to identify all of them. Just go this way. A loop around down the river and then back up here. It's gonna take a while to go there, but well, whatever. We'll probably send 2 around anyway, because we need to start establishing pirate coves anyway, and in fact, establish pirate cove and specialist for you. Dig and establish, that's your job. And what do I call you guys? Usually I make tech thieves, but in this particular campaign, tech thieves won't be necessary. Pirate cove, I don't know. Coven, like coven, I don't know. Somebody think of something better. Alright. And I guess they're also digging for treasure at the same time. So they're doing more than one thing, which some of us are not capable of. Alright, anyway. Aranessa, you are good, everybody else is good. I believe nobody is in... I was about to say nobody's in the wrong stance, but I'm wrong. Aranessa was in the wrong stance. Let's get you at this gun port. 2.5k expensive, sure. And another 2.5k for the weather deck. Ugh. It is horrifically expensive. But that will enable us to get the Sartosa Pirate Mercenaries. You know what? I think we can wait on this one. We won't be able to acquire that. Well, you know what? I'd rather build them all at the same time, as in the Pirate Mercenaries and the Sartosan Carronades. And maybe even the Crabbies at the same time, so Aranessa doesn't waste too many turns. Probably the way to do it. And deck gunner, boarding crew. Whoa, 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 Maddie. Concern. Okay, well, obviously we'll need to grab the boarding crew because they're just literally an upgrade to the zombie pirate gunnery mob. And the boarding crew we can keep and give a name to. We may not be able to build them, but at least we can acquire them. Zombie pirates. You guys are out. 1 deck gunner, 1 boarding crew. I should have probably checked what else was in here. But you know what? Maddie's been doing good. She deserves a nice reward with a nicer army. What else do we have? We could get another animated Hulk, but frankly, this one's probably going to get replaced here with zombie pirate... wait, no, rotting Promethean gunnery mob. There are handgun deck droppers available, and there's carronades available. I'm almost tempted to get rid of these 2 zombie pirate gunnery mobs, though they do help in chasing. I guess the question is, do we actually need the carronade that much? I think we'll wait. Well, wait. Might sacrifice them to attack Black Buckthorn, who just built another Ironbreaker unit. Damn, he just got stronger. How dare you? This would be very much a toughie for Maddie's army. But nonetheless, he needs to be hunted down. That has not changed. Okie dokie. Anyway, building. I'm getting distracted today, but hey, things are happening. It's an eventful episode already. We got a couple ports, so I guess we can start building the scurvy dog pits for the income from the ports. However, at 1,000 gold, I think we'll wait on this one. Yeah. We need to save money for other things. We can upgrade to Chiasso. And Trantio, what do we need here? I guess we'll go for the back alleys. Could use the Trianos as well, but this will at least increase our income slightly. Horde of Booty, always, everywhere, all the time. Now let's upgrade you to level 2, Secret Path, for more of that adjacency. And we got nothing to do here at Miragliano. We got nothing to do here at Middle Tilea, Citadel of Mermidia Repair, so that we can swap it to the Caravan of Blue Roses, hopefully for a defensive alliance, and Carrick Bufdar will uncollect the income because I don't know if I'm keeping you or not. Carrick Grom, you are going to switch to Dredge the Sea, and I guess we'll start upgrading and building stuff here. Go for the slate pits, we'll upgrade Xerixil, gotta get that marble up and running. Don't do this yet, we're out of money, unfortunately. And I think we'll forego upgrading those things as well, because we just don't have the cash for it right now. But I'm sure we will later. Also, who do we have here? Skaven faction. Ask Haven faction who's willing to trade. How many territories do you have? 3. I mean, I guess we could allow them to have this portion of the mountain. They are currently at war with Carrick Norn. We could destroy another, another little dwarfen faction. These guys should be up here. Carrick Norn always backs the woods. And it would be nice to have access to more Skaven units. Why not? How much money would you give us for this? 1,400. Nothing crazy. Nothing crazy, but I'll take it nonetheless. Alright. And you know what? While we're in this Diplo screen, what do we have here? Yellow Eye Tribe. Oh, you're at war with Scrag. No. We are not making friends with you. Near ready for a defensive alliance with Caravan. Blue Roses, yes. Monte Castillo is good to go for a mission, although our allegiance is maxed out, so there's no real reason to bother with it. And they don't have any advanced structures yet. And in fact, they haven't leveled up to tier 4 on any of their settlements. And just out of curiosity, has anybody else? Alright, you have leveled up, but I see that you haven't gone past the tier 3 at Gunsmith. And that's the moment of truth thing, to find out whether these guys are actually bugged or not. You do have unlocked a recruitment of great swords, but you haven't built any. I want to see whether Southern Realmers are able to build Hellstorm rocket batteries, because that'll inform us as to whether we keep these guys alive or destroy them and take this territory for ourselves. Although, of course, that'll happen later. Anyway, I believe we're good to go, so skip building upgrade outpost available and then the turn, though just wondering, we should probably get another gunnery white somewhere, but I'm not 100% sure. Where I'm thinking Maddie could actually use another gunnery white. Probably can't recruit them here. He already has a vampire fleet captain. But this army will be so ranged-based, and we'll lose the animated Hulks and Sirens in favor of more ranged stuff, so yeah. But anyway, for now, end the turn. Let's see if Black Buckthorn stays there and gives us a desperate fight for Maddie the Mad's survival. Anybody gonna attack us or declare war? Are we good? Looking good for now. And, ooh, these guys have moved to Matorka. Interesting. Aranessa Saltspite gets Musterer. And we have a South Confederacy army readying to attack Somjek. Black Buckthorn is still here, but so is this army. Damn. Wait, who are you at war with? You are currently at war with only the Yellow Eye Tribe. And are you allied with anybody?
You come bearing arms.
You are allied with Thorek and with Hildegrad. This is a little minor Kislefite faction. Okay. How do we do this? It feels like it would be more advantageous for us right now to try and attack Matorka, leaving Black Buckthorn. I guess we can come back for him later. The thing is, if we take this and possibly even destroy this army, trade them to the Ogres, and get a defensive alliance with them. If we can get the Undead sitting in the Badlands and then the Ogres sitting here, outside of the coast, we'll get the rest of the coast. And plus Ogres and another Undead faction is the main thing that we want in terms of allies. And where the heck are you going, dude? Don't try to take our territory. Lana the Stasher, to Carrick Grom you go, please. I'll figure this out in a sec. Recruiter Sea Legs. I'd like you to go here. I'm curious about a couple things. First of all, what can you raise here? You can raise a couple of Sirens and boarding crew and stuff and a Morngul unit. Just out of curiosity. Now, we can't raise any of these. Okay, wait. Go into camp stance. Global recruitment. I was wondering if it would be cheaper to recruit with you or to... Ooh, the rotting Promethean gunnery mounts. Not to worry, those will be built soon. Raise or recruit. You might be able to recruit cheaper than you can raise, but I'm not 100% sure on it. At the same time, you don't really have the money to do a lot of raising right now. You know what? If we're going to raise, I'm going to double check if Maddie can raise anything else interesting. I was hoping for another deck gunner and another boarding crew, but alas, not available, so we'll have to go with what we currently have. The organ guns have me greatly concerned, though. Well, actually, every single thing in this army has me greatly concerned, but for now, I guess we're heading here anyway. Okay, well, let's move everybody else, and then let's go. First of all, you, Harry, are going to Sitkus. And you're gonna grab that for us. Looks like no Norskins nearby. Why'd you stop in your tracks? Auto-resolve. Really? Medium casualties for this? A lot of damage. Let's hope that Wolfric isn't nearby. We are going to occupy and hopefully heal. Oh, heal decently. Harry has his Rotting Promethean as well, and is rank 10. Does rank 10 give us anything? I'm sorely tempted to get Ghost Fleet. And just for the additional healing. It'll only be 6%. And frankly, Freebooter is a much better pickup, but I'm not sure that we'd be able to get both. And he probably wouldn't have the capacity. Also, speaking of, we can get campaign movement range +8 via Smuggler. And we should probably get him the Hunger for his personal capabilities. And, you know what, Kiss of the Deep first, then the Hunger, then possibly Ghost Fleet. It's not like the healing here is bad, and we can buff it up further with Replenished Troops. Every point into Replenished Troops. And, ooh, the 1,000 Maws, hello. Oh, and we've spotted ourselves an... Why can we just see all of the 1,000 Maws right now? What's going on here? Oh, look at all this coastline. They have 14 settlements, damn. If Rakarth gets angry at us, and it seems like he doesn't like us very much for fighting the Norskins, that may be a lot of territory that we're going to have to acquire. Although there are a few seafaring units like Charybdis's that would fit our theme as well, but anyway. Nessie. Parlay stance. Kill Carrick Kafir Kamaz, and that will destroy these guys for good. On resolve. Beautiful. And yeah, just occupied for now. Once again, I'm not sure if we're keeping the territory, but for now. Does this do anything special for us? No. I was hoping that there would be a faction-wide effect. A lot of factions have faction-wide effects, but I guess pirates aren't really going to be known for their mining of stuff and such. So, yeah. Too close to an honest day's work, you know? Anyway, you need to head up here. It seems... You know what? Screw it. Just go through the forest. The faster you get up here, the faster you get this great hoard of treasure. And it's gonna take you a while to reach it, so you better get started. On the bright side, we'll be able to keep an eye on these guys for a little bit. In fact, I'd like to peace out with them, so that we don't have to deal with them and can do other things. Okay. Bit of an admin-heavy episode, I know. Anyway, Recruiter Sea Legs, you know what, you're just gonna head southward. In fact, wait. Go by land. Land at Lucchini. Reduce its upkeep or reduce its construction cost, and then head to Sartosa, where you will be getting your new army, which will probably stop at Pavona to destroy these guys. Oh. Look at that. They are still... I notice, you see how the Foundry doesn't say unlocks recruitment of Hellstorm Rocket Battery, but at tier 4 it should. In fact, it says unit capacity +4, but it doesn't say unlocks recruitment, which makes me think that the bug for advanced units on the Southern Realms is still up, and if that is indeed the case, we destroy them all. As there is no purpose for them to, well, there's no purpose of their existence in terms of benefit to us. Alright, diplomacy. Clan Fester. Who are you? Are you up here? Is this you? Yeah, that's these guys. Do we care about them? I mean, it's another little minor Skaven faction. Get trade with them. A lot of the other factions aren't going to like it. Neck Snapper's tribe willing to go for military access. We might betray and destroy them, though. You know what, let's go for the trade with these guys. They will give us 2,000 gold. Fund our nonsense for now. Then we'll talk to the Yellow Eye tribe. We will join the war against the Southern Confederacy for all the money they're willing to give us. But we'll destroy them otherwise as needed. As in the Yellow Eye tribe, just doing this temporarily, so that we can attack this. Then... Things are happening. It's an eventful episode. Alrighty then. Maddie, you still don't have the hunger. You have reanimated marksman, which is your main thing, though, and that buffs most of your units, and not your deck droppers, though. And you know what? They've served so well in this particular army that I'm probably going to keep them. It's just that I'm not sure that their actual their points are worth our time. I would like to get Wind of Death, would be very, very helpful. We should also probably get the Forger on you for the income from raiding, because you're our biggest raider. But for now, the Hunger. And then possibly Monkey Jacket as well. Yeah. Alrighty, let the rest of you level up before we strike. You have one of these abilities as well. We could get Old Salt. And these guys are fairly fragile. Weapon strength for large units. Meh. Melee defense for zombie, deckhands mobs, and gunnery mobs. Rest of this doesn't really help us all that much. Oh. I just realized these don't actually lock each other out. So you know what? If they don't lock each other out, Old Salt is probably the best pickup to avoid damage to our fragile deck droppers. Not to worry, we'll have an all-flying army as well. In every campaign I always try to build one. Passive ability, Dead Eyes. No, Enchanted Ballistics, I lied. Enchanted Ballistics first, Dead Eyes second. Maddie, it is time once more to attack, so to Matorka ye shall go. And let's try to destroy these guys while they're in march stance. There will be 2 full stacks here. It's going to be dangerous. Not only are there 2 stacks here, but there's another full stack nearby besieging these guys, and, well, actually, it can't reach us. At least in its current stance. Also, before I forget, you. Citadel of Myrmidia, 21, Defensive Alliance, and give us all your money? Not all your money, but it's a lot of money. Good. There we go. Whaler, we're going with the Citadel of Blue Roses, or Citadel of Blue Roses. Well, they should rename the Myrmidia Citadel to that, but the Caravan of Blue Roses, is that Arcan? Over Wurzag. Can we talk to him? No, we can't see him. Damn. He has the bonuses for relationship with vampires, and I assume that counts the coast because he always makes friends with Sartosa. Just gotta get him up here. Ooh, yeah. Mix Blue Roses into the Badlands, Arcan into the mountains, Ogres here, Skaven into these mountains, coast for us. That's the plan for now, and we shall try our best to execute it. Now, I've talked way, way too much, and I'm tired and my throat hurts attack. Alrighty, Matty the man back for more, and we've got so many enemies to contend with. They are once again in that weird formation of theirs, but luckily for them, they are too far for our artillery to fire. That said, we Vanguard deployed our units of deck dropper bombers close to the enemy line as possible, such that we can get a few volleys off before the enemy can reform and react. The main goal here is to damage any enemy units that can retaliate against the flyers as fast as possible, which means focusing down enemy handgunners first and crossbows second, before they start hitting back. There we go, decent amount of damage on at least well, 2 units. Nothing crazy, but certainly worth the time, and another unit is about to get hit with a few more of those bombs, but it looks like the enemy has recovered and is now beginning to fire back at our bats. This means we're getting the heck out of here. No need to take tons and tons of damage, as these guys are quite fragile. And we can now simply stay away from the enemy range units, which means staying out of their range, but continuing to drop bombs on enemy melee that are unprotected. The AI is obviously not going to cover the entire mass of all of these units with protective range kill boxes, and it's just a simple matter of microing the bats well enough that they can attack unimpeded. Like so, another nice volley into that unit of greatswords. It's not going to do too much to greatswords, admittedly, because they are too heavily armored. So we'll quickly switch to any halberdiers and swordsmen and pikemen and whatever else, and doesn't have all that armor of those greatswords. There we go. A volley into a spear unit, for example, brings them down to half, but that does make sense considering they're a tier 1 unit. Alright. On the bright side, also, in this particular battle, we have the advent of the deck gunners on the field, and this is also a debut battle for our boarding crew. Not to worry, we'll have plenty of them as we go, and, you know, I thought that, I assumed that Aranessa couldn't actually build them because they were replaced by the Sartosan pirate mercenaries, the higher tier Sartosan units that are essentially their equivalent. But it looks like we can still raise them, which means the one unit that I thought wasn't available to Sartosa's roster, in fact, actually is, making Sartosa's roster even better. Anyway, how we doing back here? Still staying away from the enemy range units. We can see the range fire and us staying out of it, though it looks like the enemy mortar is at least working on us. We've also moved in the deck droppers with handguns to do a little bit more better rock, paper, scissoring, as the bombers can focus on the lightly armored and the handgunners with their armor-piercing bullets can focus on the heavily armored greatswords. There we go, and this is why you gotta love having flyers when the enemy army does not. Harassing the entire army all the way to us, or all the way to the halfway point of the field, at which point then our artillery starts to harass them as well as our flyers. And that all before they reach the actual range units. Speaking of reaching the range units, the first of the units, the deck gunners with their 180-ish range, 280-ish range, sorry, is beginning to fire as well. And they've got armor piercing too, so be wary any great swords that get close enough to them. Alright, firing down into that poor unit of halberdiers and the explosive damage on those deck gunner shots. We'll bring them down shortly. I can't wait to get a proper alliance going with Clan Scryer to get some Warplock Giselles to combine with the deck gunners. 4 deck gunners and 4 Warplock Giselles are going to be a very nasty combo for any army. Alright, and the enemy army has still not quite made their way to us. Their leftmost flank is, however, by and large intact. I still see 2 greatsword units here as well, and a bunch of halberdiers, so all of that is concerning. Now, that said, any enemy units that separate from each other like this are going to get gunned down by the handgunners and deck gunners. Let's see another volley, and this unit should be gone. There we go, the gods have indeed abandoned you to the bullet rain. And that's what we love to see, and yeah, the unit got deleted. Alright, the enemy right flank is basically done for. Those 2 elite units of greatswords ripped apart by the deck droppers with handguns. I decided to peel away one of the bombers to deal with the enemy mortars before they got close enough to fire on our handguns, as obviously we want to preserve our range line. The other unit of bombers is trying to work on the leftmost flank, as it is in much better health than the rightmost. And the boarding crew and sirens on that flank are going to need a little bit of help. The remnants of the greatswords and other infantry units are moving in, continuing to take shots from the gunnery mobs with pistols, who will fire into their faces for a while and then back off as they kite them a little bit. More enemy units are moving close, and now our entire blob of handgunners are firing at will. Though at this point the balance of power is definitely in our favor, and the enemy has lost more than 1,000 troops as the battle has begun. And that without real artillery superiority. Some damn nice shots coming in from those deck gunners, exploding plenty of halberdiers and being followed up with a nice combination of bombs from overhead. We got the boarding crew also firing over the sirens, who will hold the line with their physical resistance, while the boarding crew add fire with their fairly decent missile strength at 46, though that's with the more powder buff, or the black powder aplenty buff. Still, And very, very nice. We also have, oh, Midnight Cutlass, armor-piercing missile damage and weapon damage plus 200% if hit points are greater than 50%. Very nice. Alright, so boarding crew likes to be at full HP, gonna have to keep that in mind. Especially as we will be using them to replace zombie pirate gunnery mobs with pistols. Alrighty, and the battle remains joined, but the enemy is having a pretty bad time. Our summoned unit of Krabby Boys disappears, but our Sirens and our animated Hulks are holding the line. Same thing with the Sirens and the boarding crew on the other side. Looks like one of the enemy swordsmen has managed to catch a zombie pirate gunnery mob unit, and you gotta remember, these guys are all really fragile, so they can't even handle a unit of swordsmen, but they can continue to do damage while they kite. Oh, and it looks like the enemy lord has been found and is being focused down by at least some of the handguns, that we have to be careful about them accidentally killing off our own animated Hulks or damaging Maddie as well. Though it looks like there just won't be enough time for that, as the general is down to about a third of his HP and a couple more volleys. We'll see him out. I'm gonna move Maddie away just to make sure that the handguns don't kill her. And continue to work on the enemy general. There we go, though not for long as he's down to 50 HP. Sadly, our animated Hulk goes down, probably damaged by the handgun fire, but so too does the enemy general follow suit. There we go. Lost his head to a sniper. Alright, and with the death of the general, the morale shock should be pretty severe. We can see the leadership dropping on most of the units, and in fact, all of the units. And the battle's ours. Looks like we didn't even need to enter the melee with our zombie pirate boarding crew, though we very well could have with their 55 weapon strength as long as their HP is up. But the Sirens held their ground admirably on the flank and simply allowed the boarding crew to fire into the backs of those swords and halberds. Not to worry, for those of you wanting to see more boarding crew and more zombies in general, there will be plenty more as we go on and continue to build more armies of various kinds, and to upgrade those or retrofit those armies that we currently have. Anyway, a little bit of chasing to do as best we can, but the rest of it off screen. Or actually, wait, we don't need to chase here. This is a settlement. Ha. I don't know why ha, but ha. Alright, there we go, and very, very nice. 44 units lost, not significant, and the enemy simply failed to reach our lines. This is why I wanted to attack before their march stance went away, so that they couldn't hurt us. We're going to accept this. Ooh, we could sack it for 3.4k. And we aren't that hurt, so we very well could. I'm a little bit wary of the ogres reclaiming Matorka, though. I'm gonna risk it, because we don't intend to keep it, we intend to trade it to the ogres, so sack it for now. And you're gonna move this way. And then hopefully we'll be able to retake it afterwards. Rotting Promethean, good. Henrietta Bootycatcher now has one, and so does Bootstrap Biltong. Very nice. A Scroll of Leeching, which I frankly don't care for, but maybe we can turn it into something more useful. Go into Encamp Stance, Maddie. And I want to double check whether we had anything interesting, like another deck gunner, another zombie pirate boarding crew available, but alas, not right now. Alrighty, you got a couple points available to you now as well. That was a lot of XP, apparently. Question is, what do we buff? Well, we could ignore stuff for now and maybe get you a few more spells and a few more buffs. I did once again want to get Forger, but right now it's not crazy necessary. Let's get you Monkey Jacket for you personally. And we should probably get you some melee defense, and maybe one of these buffs. Arsonist will buff slightly our artillery. This will buff bonus versus infantry plus 10. Huh. I assume that this is weapon strength melee only, right? It's not adding plus 10 bonus versus infantry to missile strength, because I don't think that's a thing. And that would also be way, way too much extra attack. Was I just checking damage and not attack? My bad. We got... Would it be added to ammunition, perhaps?
It's mine.
We know that we have... Like, for example, the Norskins... Wait, let me just see here. The Norskins have javelin throwers, which should be anti-large, and... No, it does say weapon strength plus 39... Or plus 32, rather. Anti-large is on missile strength, so maybe... I guess we could always respec if this doesn't work the way that I think that it works. It doesn't apply to boarding crew, but we're definitely going to have a bunch of those guys. And we'll have to lose rating for it, though. I don't know, I'll think about it. For now, you can hold on to the point. Either way, that's it for you this turn. We'll see if these guys loop around or whether they attack the Yellow-Eye tribe, but I guess it won't matter all that much. Right now, either way, we got plenty of cash now. And then we can spend on some upgrades. Not Lucchini, because we're gonna wait for you to come down and reduce the cost. Though, wait, if we could summon a hero here... we can't. I was thinking about summoning a Morngul Haunter for the Ghostly Army, though Cunning is the one to pick. Ooh, Lorekeeper gives us research rate. Oh, that's tempting as well. That's damn tempting. But Cunning is so good on these guys. Poison? I still think we're gonna go Cunning. And 2.9k, expensive. Well, we'll take it. Maybe we'll send you to Lucchini first, because you could get there a little bit faster than you, although it won't be much of a difference. No, either way. Either way, let's see what buildings we gotta upgrade before we end the turn. So, Plains of Lucchini, Al Dente, and Capelli, we were going to wait for the construction cost reductions. Sartosa / Buffardo, next turn we get that Dragon Tooth thing, and oh, you know what? You can reduce the cost of that first before you move. So let's give it to you. Not the map right. Although, other one, we should put map rights on everybody else. Madeline the Vole. Airy Half-Mast. Sartosa map right for you, and I should probably give you a couple of ancillaries. Not the Dead Man's Chest, as you don't get too much value out of it. Oh, right, I remember taking a look at these and thinking, these aren't going to be all that useful to you. Anyway, you reduce the construction cost now, yes? 3,500 and 1,000, exactly 1,000? Huh, is this working? Minus 10%. 1,200, yes it is working, okay. Add to test it. There we go. All we gotta do is stack a lot of boy seamans and then we'll be good. Trantine Hills, you're up next. Yes, let's upgrade the secret tunnels. Those are relatively cheap. River Riati, nothing. Yes to the meat markets here, and then double up on the back alleys. Here, yes, technically these guys could come south and attack Ravola, but we'll probably just station a basic army there, in case somebody does, and the rest of this we'll leave as it is. I mean, I guess we could upgrade the lynching post, but you know what? We're about to spend a ton of money next turn, like over 20k in a single round, so we'll wait. And oh, Remos, we could reduce the cost of upgrading you as well. Damn it. Alright, maybe we send you this way then. And hold off on upgrading that stuff. Alright, I think that's it. We should be able to end the turn. Okay, we don't need that here. You can collect the income only temporarily, though. And Carrick Bufdar, you are fine as you are. Okay, now we're good. Took a little bit of a while to get there, but now we're good. End the turn. With all that cash in tow, but we've got places to spend it. Alright, Cult of Sigmar. Yeah, we really gotta come down here and destroy this little settlement before they do anything annoying. We are not going to peace out with you. It's not at the current time. Caravan of Blue Roses, you're good. If they could expand out here and give us sight of Arcan the Black, that'd be fantastic. Black Buckthorn, you're probably going to move away. I saw somebody either win or lose down here. And, oh, growth reduction and horde growth reduction for all provinces. Draining winds. This really hurts. This one really hurts, but I think the next one is, well, the actual buff is going to be great. And, you've actually taken Somjek. Well, good for you. Yellow-Eyed Tribe destroyed, and hello, upgrade any settlement to tier 5, meaning we get Black Buckthorn's treasure map, 20% campaign movement range increase, glittering scales, and a third brass Mass Cleaver, all of which are great rewards. And all we have to do is kill 10,000 enemies in battle, and then we'll have 20 turns of great buffs, including the plus 25% research, which we can use to get the last of the big researches going. We just need to find 10,000 jerks to slay. Plenty of jerks in the old world, though, so, yeah. You, take Matorka, we'll trade it to the ogres. I should have put you into Parley stance, but I didn't. Now I did. And now you strike. Lovely, a little bit of damage, but nothing too major. We're occupied and get ready to move. You'll be at full HP next turn. Nothing to raise, but there are markers here, so that may change when we head southward. Then we're nearly out of time. Well, in fact, we're basically out of time here now. You need to build an upgrade with the ludicrous expense. So, Pirate Wharf, we'll hold off on the Cave of Conjuring because it's just insanely expensive, but not hold off on the Dragon Tooth Lighthouse. It'll never get cheaper. All sea regions made visible. Hopefully this will mean we can see where all the islands are. Then we'll get the Pirate Hall here as well. / Pirate Fortress. I guess technically we'll want to reduce it, we'll want to reduce it further to get it up to tier 5. The rest of this I think we can hold off on. Well, now you know what? I don't know how much this is going to cost, so yeah. All these upgrades are too expensive. Anyway, pass the boy Seaman around, and... Alright. Might be actually faster to go out through Urbimo. Like so. Then briefly land at Remos, rather than go by land. Reduce the upgrade cost of this Dead Pirate's Lair, and we can upgrade, while we're here, I guess, you. Then, you can head back out, land at Porto Maggiore, no, land at Lucini itself, and then upgrade all of this stuff here. Or I guess we could send you to do it, but now you're both kind of close enough that it doesn't really matter. Also, can heroes pick up Mysterious Islands? I don't know. We're about to find out. Mysterious Islands are the ones that don't have battles. No, they cannot, sadly. Oh well, not a big deal. You still have a ways to go, Recruiter Sea Legs, to recruit. We can land in Mintopo with you then, Samuel Worsley, unless Recruiter Sea Legs has further... Yeah, he has Constructor. Alright, so he'll come down here. You can return and join his army instead. Alrighty. And Nessie. I also... Damn it, I kept you in parlay stance as well, my bad. Alright, so we need to do a couple of things here. First of all, you keep moving. Find all the elves, I guess. They'll all declare war on us, and we'll have to burn down all their trees. Or raise them all. They do like that for fighting Ironbrow's expedition, but sadly the Ironbrow's expedition have been destroyed, so what can... they do... Kirk Norn is out here, yes? No? Yeah, they're out here. And we need to ask these guys for a military access, which they don't want to give to us right now. And I guess we probably shouldn't trespass. They dislike our treaties with Monte Castello, but there's a, at this point, very high likelihood that we'll... that we will betray them. Peace treaty with you, Ghost of Glan Boreal.
I will. Yes?
Not peace treaty with the Cult of Sigmar. Okay, and that'd give us a little bit more cash. So yeah, now the question is, where do we send Aranessa then? Guess we could go out here and raid the Wood Elves. Their territories do make decent amounts of cash, but I also don't really want to waste Aranessa's turn as a raiding. In theory, what she should do is loop back around and destroy these guys, or move southward and work on this. I guess it depends on the degree to which Harry Halfmask can take care of it himself. Also, you go to Agilas. We're not going to upgrade you because there's a decent likelihood of you being destroyed, though. And I'll resolve this as well. This is going to hurt the hurt already, but, well, what can you do? Occupy. Nice. Mission successful, and let's get a little bit more replenished troopage. Alright. Heal them a little bit more. Nothing crazy, but good enough, and I wonder how many territories they have. 7. Okay, so Wulfric will still have to be dealt with. Alright, well, with that, I think... we are basically out of time. You guys let me know what you think with regards to where we should send Aranessa next. I'm inclined to say we go up through Carrick Norn and destroy them there. And then once they're destroyed, maybe move back through the River of Echoes in order to appear here and then do what needs to be done with regards to these mountains. We could also attack the orcs here, but it'll take 10 turns because we need to betray them, or just declare war on the Wood Elves straight up. Although at the same time, if they don't want to attack us, we might be able to avoid it at least for some time. We'll have to wait and see. We could also destroy them preemptively. You know what? If we can find Orion's main stack, I might do it preemptively. But otherwise, we got places to be, and I'm curious to see where Aranessa will end up going next. We might be able to catch Black Buckthorn next time as well, so that'll be another piece of 8. But we also want to grab all of this lovely territory in the Black Peninsula. Anyway, more pirate action to come, so stay tuned. The next newest army will be up soon as well, as in the Morngul and the Cyrene army, as we recruit it via Recruiter Sea Legs, and soon we will have vision of all of the sea territories and begin making pirate coves with Coven over here. Anyway, don't forget to leave those likes and comments, especially to the fresh cold for the hour episode. All glory to the algorithm, and thanks for watching.